Today, we are going to talk about a topic that many people may find uncomfortable, but it's a topic that needs to be addressed. We're going to dive into the dark side of the adult entertainment industry. For decades, porn has been a ubiquitous presence in popular culture. From magazines and DVDs to online streaming sites, pornography has become more accessible than ever before. But with this accessibility comes a host of problems that are often swept under the rug. Many people view porn as a harmless form of entertainment, but the reality is much more complicated. The porn industry has been linked to human trafficking, exploitation, and abuse. It's an industry that preys on vulnerable individuals and perpetuates harmful stereotypes about gender, race, and sexuality. Today, we're going to explore the negative aspects of the porn industry and why we should be concerned about its impact on society. We'll discuss the ways in which the industry harms performers, consumers, and society as a whole. The roots of the porn industry can be traced back to the early days of photography and cinema. However, it was the advent of the internet in the late 20th century that truly revolutionized the industry. With the rise of online platforms, the distribution and consumption of pornography skyrocketed, ushering in a new era that would bring both profound changes and alarming consequences. While the controversial nature of pornography has always been a point of contention, the 21st century witnessed a series of developments that have magnified its negative impact on society. Chief among these concerns is the exploitation and abuse of performers within the industry. Notorious for its lack of regulation, the porn industry often treats performers as disposable commodities. Many individuals are coerced or driven by financial hardship into participating, leading to a range of physical and emotional challenges they must endure. A particularly troubling trend in recent years has been the emergence of tube sites platforms where users can freely upload and share pornographic content. While these sites have revolutionized accessibility, allowing users to access a vast library of content without monetary barriers, they have also brought about detrimental consequences. Performers whose work is uploaded to these sites are often uncompensated, resulting in decreased earnings and a decline in overall content quality. Additionally, the unregulated nature of tube sites has exposed performers to rampant piracy, revenge porn, and other forms of exploitation. Content stolen without consent is frequently uploaded, while personal information and locations are shamelessly divulged. Such breaches of privacy and consent further highlight the need for stronger regulations and safeguards within the industry. The negative impact of the porn industry extends beyond its effects on performers. It also profoundly influences consumers. Research has shown that pornography consumption is associated with addiction, depression, and even violence. Many individuals experience feelings of shame and guilt due to their porn use, and some even struggle with erectile dysfunction as a consequence of excessive consumption. Furthermore, the porn industry perpetuates harmful stereotypes and messages about gender, race, and sexuality. Mainstream pornography primarily caters to heterosexual men, often portraying women as passive objects of male desire. This perpetuates damaging gender roles and contributes to a culture of misogyny and objectification. Similarly, the industry frequently reinforces negative stereotypes concerning people of color and members of the LGBTQ+ community. People of color are often fetishized and subjected to degrading portrayals, while LGBTQ+ individuals are often confined to narrow categories that reinforce harmful stereotypes. In conclusion, the start of the 21st century witnessed a series of troubling developments within the porn industry that have amplified its negative impact on society. exploitation and abuse of performers, the rise of uncompensated tube sites, the perpetuation of harmful stereotypes, and the detrimental effects on consumers all underscore the urgent need for reform. Only by acknowledging and addressing these issues head-on can we strive towards a more just, equitable, and respectful society for all. The porn industry's negative impact on individuals and society can be attributed to several key factors. Let's explore these aspects to gain a deeper understanding. Firstly, pornography has the potential to be addictive. Research has demonstrated that the consumption of pornography can have similar effects on the brain as addictive substances, leading to dependence and detrimental effects on mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. Moreover, exposure to pornography can desensitize individuals to real-life intimacy. By presenting unrealistic portrayals of sex and intimacy, pornography sets unrealistic expectations, often leading to dissatisfaction and disappointment in genuine relationships. Another concerning aspect is the objectification and exploitation of women prevalent in the majority of pornographic content. Women are frequently depicted as objects solely for male pleasure, perpetuating harmful gender stereotypes and contributing to a culture of sexual exploitation. Furthermore, mainstream pornography often normalizes extreme and violent sexual behavior. By presenting such behaviors as common and acceptable, the industry contributes to their normalization, potentially leading to harmful effects on individuals and society at large. Additionally, the promotion of unsafe sexual practices within the porn industry poses risks to public health. Unsafe practices depicted in pornography can contribute to the spread of sexually transmitted infections and unwanted pregnancies, as they often neglect the importance of safe sex practices. These factors collectively demonstrate the harmful impact of the porn industry. From addiction and desensitization to the objectification of women, the normalization of extreme sexual behavior, and the potential health risks, it becomes evident that a critical examination of the industry is necessary. By acknowledging these issues, we can foster a dialogue that encourages a healthier approach to sexuality, relationships, and the well-being of individuals and society as a whole. While the negative effects of the porn industry have been extensively documented, there are arguments put forth suggesting potential benefits that pornography might offer. Let's explore some of these arguments. One claim is that pornography can serve as a form of sexual education, especially for individuals who lack access to comprehensive sex education. Proponents argue that pornography can provide information about anatomy, sexual behavior, and preference, thereby aiding individuals in developing a better understanding of their own sexuality. Another argument is that pornography can contribute to sexual satisfaction by allowing individuals to explore and fulfill their sexual desires in a safe and consensual manner. For some, this can lead to increased sexual satisfaction and improved mental health outcomes. There are also those who argue that participating in the porn industry can be a form of empowerment and self-expression for performers. By willingly engaging in pornography, some performers claim a sense of control over their bodies and sexual identities. Economically, the porn industry generates billions of dollars in revenue annually, providing employment opportunities and economic stability for those involved, such as performers, directors, and producers. Furthermore, proponents assert that pornography can act as a harm reduction tool. By providing a safe and consensual outlet for individuals to explore their sexuality, it is argued that pornography may decrease the likelihood of engaging in risky or unsafe sexual behavior. It is important to note, however, that these arguments for the potential benefits of pornography are contentious and subject to debate. critics maintain that the negative effects of pornography outweigh any potential advantages. They argue that alternative approaches should be pursued to address sexual education, empowerment, and economic opportunities without relying on the porn industry. Moreover, it is crucial to consider the harm caused by the porn industry, particularly regarding the objectification and exploitation of women. Efforts should be made to create a more equitable and ethical industry that prioritizes the safety and consent of performers. Ultimately, the debate surrounding the potential benefits of pornography remains complex and unresolved, requiring further examination and critical analysis to navigate the delicate balance between personal freedoms and societal well-being. In conclusion, the start of the 21st century saw a number of concerning developments in the porn industry that have contributed to its negative impact on society. These include the exploitation and abuse of performers, the rise of tube sites and piracy, and the negative impact on consumers, as well as the perpetuation of harmful stereotypes about gender, race, and sexuality. The porn industry has long been controversial, and it is clear that significant reforms are needed to address these issues. These reforms may include greater regulation of the industry to protect performers, as well as increased education and awareness campaigns to help consumers better understand the potential risks associated with excessive porn consumption. It is also important to address the ways in which the porn industry perpetuates harmful stereotypes and contributes to a culture of misogyny, objectification, and discrimination. By working towards a more just and equitable society, we can help to reduce the negative impact of the porn industry and create a better future for all.